future, winter, Lulu and her grandmother on the top of a hill.
I'm cold. I want to go home. I don't want to go down. I'm scared.
Do you know the story of this hill?
No.
Your granddad and I met here. We were kids, not much older than you. Back in those days, kids used to sled down this hill, even when it wasn't winter.
Huh?
You see, below this snow, there's dirt and plants. And below that dirt is a white substance known as asbestos. It's also white, like snow, and you can sled down it. And we used to when we were kids, your granddad and I. Your great-granddad, your granddad's father, worked in the factory that made the asbestos, but then they shut down the factory and we couldn't sled here anymore.
Why?
Asbestos can be dangerous. Some people who worked in the factory got very, very sick.
Oh, so you shouldn't have been sledding down it.
Maybe not. But if we hadn't, I might not have met your granddad. We went to different schools. This hill was right on the border between those two schools. And if I hadn't met your granddad, you wouldn't be here now.
Oh.
Life involves taking risks. Take sledding down this hill. You could go down, slip off, and hurt yourself.
Or hit that big tree.
You could. But probably you won't. Probably you will be fine. And you will have a really great time. And years from now, you will come back here with your granddaughter and talk about the first time you went sledding on this hill with your grandma, your dear old grandma, who fought for this hill to become a park again.
You did?
Yep. When your dad was small, decades after the factory closed, I dragged him from meeting after meeting to town hall, to our representative in state representation in Harrisburg, to our national representative in Washington, D.C. I said, I want a park. I want my granddaughter to play in a park and go sledding. And it wasn't just me, there were a lot of us. And look, we have this beautiful park. We fought for you, my darling Lulu, for you to go sledding.
I'm ready, Grandma. Give me the sled.
The Fire's Claim by Mark J. Costello. The 1930s, a burnt-out factory worker house in Ambler, immediately in front of an asbestos factory. Two African-American teenage girls sit side by side, Sarah and her younger sister, Rachel. The smell of smoke, the fresh memory of loss worn on them like a shawl. A long moment of silence, unblinking, not facing one another. Eventually.
I seen.
I know.
You know what?
What you seen?
No, you don't.
You seen what I seen. That's all there was to see.
I ain't seen Daddy.
No.
You ain't seen Daddy neither?
No, I haven't.
I I think you lying. I think you ain't seen what I seen. You saw something different.
I didn't see Mommy or Daddy, now quit. None of that, enough.
Well, I'm sorry, but...
Nothing happened, crying will help.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't cry, but I'm not trying to help right now, so just let me be.
A piece of candy?
Yes. You've been carrying that around all week, ever since the fire. Where'd you get that?
Mama?
No, you didn't.
Rachel, stop!
Mama didn't give that to you. Mama would never give her bag to no one. And you trying to tell me to stop crying? At least crying is honest.
Rachel!
No, Sarah. What you seen then?
Nothing!
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not.
You run and find me in Jonathan's house and pull me out the fire and tell me we'll be okay. And that you ain't seen Mama or Daddy. But you got Mama's purse and think I won't notice?
Doesn't mean I seen him.
Then did Mama give you the purse?
Yes.
You lying.
I'm not lying.
Whatever.
Okay, I took the purse just in case. Are you happy?
I know why you lie.
I'm not lying.
It's 'cause they're dead. They're dead and you ain't telling me. Why? You think I don't see what happened? Just like you think I won't notice you carrying Mama's purse.
I know you've seen what happened.
Then why are you lying?
I'm not lying.
What you call it when you deliberately say something that's wrong?
If I put down the purse, if I admit where I found it, what then?
There ain't no what then. You looking at what then, so just get over it and say it out loud. Refusing to say it don't make it not true. So why you lying?
Because they're dead.
Thank you.
I don't get why we didn't get any of it.
Any of what?
From the factory.
What about the factory?
You wonder why them office workers' house is not burnt out?
No,
Why not?
because I'm smarter than you and get how this works.
Oh, you so smart, why you need me to hand feed you what happened to Mom and Daddy?
I did that because you're my sister and I hope you be honest with me.
Yeah, well, I was being honest.
You lying again.
Daddy come home every night, head to toe covered in white dust, and coughs and coughs and coughs till he coughs up blood. Then what? Nothing is what? Nothing for him and now nothing for us.
You want a piece of candy?
Yes. What the hell are you doing?
Mama's dead and we gotta eat.
Put it back! Put it back right now.
Now who's crying? Ain't nothing that'll help Sarah.
Give it to me.
I don't see why you're being ridiculous about this. We gotta eat.
Oh, you so smart that you have no idea how some stuff works, baby girl. Some important stuff about
Don't
people.
call me
No, in
that.
case you ever get unlucky enough to lose someone again, don't come in between someone else and their grief.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. What are we gonna do?
The factory will help. We'll build new houses. I mean, they got to.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
Then why are you talking about houses?
Well, I gotta talk about something and figured I'd try. Change the subject.
They gonna have a burial?
There'll be some big service, probably. Soon, too. You know what they make over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what they make all damn day. Make and sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, make and sell, but they don't bother putting it in our houses. Well, I bet they will when they rebuild. They've got to do something.
Right?
Right. They've got to do something, right? They've got to, right?
Definitely.
You say you're smarter than me.
That was mean, I'm sorry.
Well, you are.
Yeah, but I don't need to go reminding you.
What? You're going to be okay. Between you and me, at least you'll be okay. You'll get away from Keesby and Madison. You'll get away from Ambler. You might even get off the East Coast. You'll do some big things with other smart people, and someday you'll forget what burned-out buildings look like.
Stop lying.
I'm not.
Then you really don't know how things work.
Rachel.
How you think someone like me gets away? And gets away to what? Some other factory shanty town at some other factory in some other little factory city? Some other place that's got small people and small thoughts. You think I can go to college like those? And you think no matter how far away I get, the smell of smoke and mama and daddy will ever leave my brain? It will be there every time I blink from now on, Sarah. And I don't know what I'd do if I was you, because I'm pretty sure you saw their goddamn bodies and took that purse right from Mama's charred hand. And I dare you to tell me I'm wrong.
Guess I'm just trying to...
Change the subject?
Yeah. All right. Compact. Lipstick. Wallet. Pills. More pills.
Look at how young Mama and Daddy are. Look at how young you are. This is before Ambler, I bet.
No. That's the house in the back. Look.
Oh.
Yeah, you and me never lived out in Ambler. We were born after Daddy got work in the factory.
I remember now. Yeah.
I want to keep that picture.
It's yours.
Are you going to fight me for it?
Why bother? You think I'm gonna forget about Ambler, so I might as well start now.
You just have to turn everything I say back on me, don't you?
I don't mean to.
You're real good at pretending then.
Well, you believe in lying and pretending it's to save my feelings rather than your own. Why are you mad when I cut through that nonsense?
Because you don't realize that someone being kind isn't looking down on you. They're just being kind.
Well,
But that's no bull, Rachel. You'll leave Ambler if I have to tie you up and put you on a rail car. You see what happened. You see what Keesby and Madison do. You know well as I do, them old men getting sick ain't getting sick by accident. No one else wants to admit it, but this place isn't good for us. Them builders knew it when they put no insulation in these houses, and now we know it too. Rachel, I'll put you wherever the hell I can find safety. Now you tell me how I'm looking down my nose at you because I'm just looking out for my sister.
and this is what you want me to remember? To look back fondly on? You want me to find love in this monster you're describing? Sarah, give me a reason to look back if I leave. Any reason. Any reason at all. Besides loving you.
Love me ain't enough? Ain't enough for you to look back and smile?
When I look back and see you holding Mama's purse and smell, oh, I'll never forget those things. No matter how hard I try. And I will, I swear to it, I will try.
I get it.
Sarah, no.
No, there's nothing here. I get it.
It's not. Sarah, I'm really scared.
Me too, baby girl. But at least for the moment, they'll do something. Rebuild, put us in beds, give us food. They've got to at least do something.
I'm scared about... breathe again. The stuff I coughed up. And that smell. It's like, you ever smell rotten milk? Milk that sat out too long in the heat or something like that? I did once, and I thought that smell would never go away. And it's nothing compared to this.
I was wrong. When they rebuild, the houses will not be insulated.
How do you know that?
Because they weren't insulated the first time. Company that won't protect against loss won't prevent it again. Mark my words. You see now what Keesby and Madison does for its people.
You don't know that.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we won't have to see.
Mom.
Yeah.
Rachel, just
What?
promise me.
Promise you what?
That you won't forget me when you go. 'Cause if you do, I won't have anything left. Promise me you won't forget? Please? Rachel, just promise me that you won't forget.
I can't. Someone Else's Life by David Robeson. Lights rise on Rita at her kitchen door. Susan has just knocked.
Whatever you're selling.
The last thing I want to do is disturb you.
Sure. If you're handing something out.
No.
I'm a lapsed Catholic, and I am not interested in reading any of your literature.
But this is 1415 Trinity
And take
Avenue.
me off your mailing
I'm
list.
here to see Victor Fratelli.
He's not home.
But I have something for him. From Keesby and Madison.
You a lawyer?
Do I look like one?
Yeah, kind of. Well, the way you dress, the way you're talking.
How am I talking?
I don't know. Different.
I'm not a lawyer.
Who the hell are you then?
I'm sorry. I'm Susan Lucas.
Do I know your parents?
I don't,
What was your mother's name?
it was a Keith.
Keith.
It's all right.
Just give me a minute. You want something to drink?
No, thank you.
Let me think a minute now. Maiden name was Keith. First name?
My mother's first name is Elizabeth Betsy, but you don't know hers.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar, but your family lived in Ambler.
No.
You said you know Victor.
No, well, in a way. And I know your name is Rita.
That's right. Oh, you a friend of Megan's or something?
Is Megan your daughter?
I guess that's a no.
No.
What?
Yes, it's a no. I don't know.
Then what do you want?
I want to see Victor. He works for Keesby and Madison.
Yeah, a lot of people around here did. A lot of the older folks. Victor put in 42 years.
That's a long time.
You're telling me. So, we don't know you, but you're not representing anybody or trying to sell me anything.
No, but I have something that belongs to you. Or something that belongs to your husband.
Victor died 3 years ago next month. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I ask what he died from?
You can ask.
The reason I ask, well, my father, Avery Lucas, recently passed away too.
Avery Lucas. Why do I know that name?
He used to run a part of the plant where your husband worked.
So I'm a widow and you're an orphan.
Yes, that's right.
Big shots and little shots. In the end, it makes no difference, does it?
I'll take that water now, if you don't mind. Thank you. So after my father died, my siblings and I were going through his papers. We found this.
What is it?
It's a letter from your husband to my father. It's how I got your address.
What's it say?
Read it.
Dear Mr. Lucas, you don't know me, but I work in the wet shop processing andesite, procydolite, tremolite, anthophyllite, and actinolite. I go home every night with it on my clothes, in my hair, on my breath, looking like a ghost. My 2 kids play in it because it's everywhere around this town. I'm afraid it's going to hurt them, that it's going to hurt me. I write to you because you seem like a kind man, caring man.
Maybe you have children yourself, so you can sympathize. Can you tell your bosses that this can't be good for us? Can't be healthy. There have to be things that can be done to protect us more and protect the community. If we don't do something about it now, it might get out of control. Then
it will be too late. Sincerely, Victor Fratelli.
my father was in charge of company safety at the plant.
Why are you showing me this?
I thought that maybe by meeting your husband, you could tell me if my father ever sent him a response. If he ever did anything to make the conditions in the plant safer, better.
What difference would that make?
It wouldn't really.
But you're here because you were hoping that it would.
It's silly, really. But somehow I thought, I don't know, how do I put this?
Say it straight, honey.
If I knew that my father had responded to, had acknowledged your husband's concerns, then I'd know, I don't know, that he was the father I thought I knew.
Our parents are never the people we thought we knew. Sometimes they're better, and sometimes
they're worse.
That's right.
Ever since I found this, I kept thinking of that saying.
Which one is that?
The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing.
Is that what this is all about?
I don't know what all of this is about exactly. I just know that I had to see your husband and to talk to him.
Look, I never met your father. I don't know what kind of a man he was. But everybody knew something was wrong at that plant. It wasn't safe.
Then why didn't anybody do anything?
That's a question you can ask about a lot of things and a lot of people in this world.
But only one of them is my dad.
Anyway, the company did do something eventually.
Yeah, but it took lawsuits and bankruptcy.
Look, for people like Victor, people like me, it was work when nobody else was hiring. It was a living. People have families to feed. Victor did, and so did your father. Where did you find it?
My brother and I were cleaning out his office at home, in his bedroom. He had a lot of clothes, suits and ties and wingtip shoes, you know, that I wanted to take to Goodwill. The letter was buried in among his papers. I was hoping you could tell me if your husband ever received a letter in return.
I couldn't tell you.
No. I suppose not.
You want to know whether your father did the right thing, right?
Yes, yeah.
And how do you know he didn't? Maybe he gave it to a supervisor. Maybe it was the beginning of something better for the men who worked there.
Yeah, but I'll never know.
That's life. Sometimes you just have to live with the mystery.
But there's an answer.
Yeah, when you find it, let me know. Your problem is you're an idealist.
Why is that a problem?
Look, honey. Sometimes people just are what they are. You either accept that or you don't. Not everybody can afford the luxury of doing the right thing.
husband did when he sent the letter.
Victor was a special man. He never made a lot of money, but what you saw was what you got. You can't blame other people for not meeting your high standards, even your father. Anyway, he must have done something right.
What do you mean?
You're here talking to me, aren't you? That's got to count for something.
I don't know if that's enough.
No, probably not, but that's all you got. You want to see a picture of my Victor?
Yes, please.
Let me find one. He was very handsome as a young man, wasn't he?
Yes.
But I got him. Well, yeah, the Amble girls were jealous and I loved it. Did I tell you about my Megan?
You mentioned you had a daughter.
That's right. She went to Temple, first one in our family to go to college, and then she started her own business. She's doing pretty well. Here she is, and that's her husband, and that's her little boy, Patrick.